Lesson 4 on Venn diagrams. So Venn diagram displays the results of a survey of 100 students in a high school regarding movies that they watched in the last 2 weeks. So we got these 3 movies, Perfect Rebel, Chill, and Dazed. All right, and maybe you've seen them, maybe you haven't. So the Venn diagram's given to us, and there's the 3 circles, and we've got our Perfect Rebel, Chill, and Dazed. All right, now if you remember Venn diagrams, that the dazed students encapsulate all of that. The people that have seen Perfect Rebel are all of those ones, and then Chill are all of those ones. And then as you get smaller and smaller, like the middle one is going to be all 3 movies, and so on and so forth. So we have this Venn diagram telling us a whole bunch of stuff. So how many students watched only Perfect Rebel? So only is they haven't seen the other ones. So the only thing that is going to be there is going to be 3 students. All right, you would not include this, that, or that, because that means that they've watched the other movies. So only 3 students. How many have seen? How many students have watched Perfect Rebel? Well, that's going to be everything that's inside this circle. So you've got 3 plus 1 plus 1 plus 6. So in total, we got 11 kids. All right, then we got Chill and Dazed. So Chill and Dazed, you got to figure out here, are going to be those 2. So Chill and Dazed are going to be those 2. Now, why the middle one? Why do we include the 2? The 6. Well, it's because those 6 students have seen Chill and Dazed. They've also seen Perfect Rebel, but the information we're given doesn't really care about that. All right. If it said only Chill and Dazed, then you would be in a different scenario. How many students have watched Chill or Dazed? Oops, wrong thing. Or Dazed. All right, Chill or Dazed. Well, let's think about this. Chill or Dazed. Has this group seen Chill? Yep. So 68. How about this group? Yep. They have as well. And those ones, absolutely. How about those ones? Yep. Or that one, plus the middle one of 6. All right. So all of those have seen Chill or Dazed. Some of them have seen both. Some of them have seen all 3. But in total, there's going to be 95 kids. And our last scenario here, how many students have watched all 3 films? 6 kids, just that middle section. What does number 2 outside the 3 circles represent? 2 students haven't seen any of them. Okay, and what does the number 2 inside the circles represent? That's students who have seen, watched, Chill, and Dazed only. All right, at Lindsay Thurber, we got 185 grade 12 students, and they're surveyed to see which soft drinks they like, Coke, root beer, orange. Orange, strange choice. If it was me, I'd put Dr. Pepper there maybe. All right, so we got 25 that have drank all 3. That's already on there, okay? We've got 27. This number means that Coke and root beer only, all right? But that's not on our list here. We got 52 have drank root beer and Coke. So root beer and Coke, which box does that go in? And we've got Coke and root beer, so we need to count for 52 of them there. All right, now in total we've got 115 that have drank Coke. So I'm just going to label that there for now, but we can't really put that in here, all right, because if we can't put 115 there, for example. So we're going to just put it on the side to remind us that we've got 115. All right, so we've kind of figured that part out. We've got 100 drank orange, so let's put that up there, meaning that anything inside this circle is going to add up to 100. Still can't fill in any information here. Let's go to the 43 drank Coke and orange. So Coke and orange gives us 43. All right. And 57 drank root beer and orange. So root beer and orange. Okay. However, these three here, they are also going to include this 25. All right, so what you got to do is you got to go 57 minus 25 is going to leave you with 32 here. All right, and 43 minus 25 is going to leave us with 18. And then the 52 minus 25 gives us the 27 that's there. Perfect. Okay, so we've dealt with the 52, we've dealt with the 43, and we've dealt with 57. Now we've got the 92 that have drank root beer. Okay, well, if there's 92 that have drank root beer, what you're going to do is 92 minus these three numbers. Okay, so 92 minus 27, 25, and 32 is going to leave us with 8. So 8 is what goes into that box there. Likewise with orange, you take orange, and maybe I'll use a little orange, and you're going to subtract those three numbers from 100. And if you do that, you're left with 25. And the last one is you take the Coca-Cola, so maybe I can get a nice dark color here. And the Coca-Cola, you're going to take that 115 and subtract those three numbers, and you're going to be left with 45 in this box. All right? And we've completed the Venn diagram. So Sabina started to organize the results in a Venn diagram, starting from inside the circles and working outwards. She began by placing the number 25 in the center of the three circles. So she did that, and that's shown on the diagram. Oops, wrong thing. Okay, 18 and 32. All right, so we've worked through this Venn diagram, okay, and you were careful not to use the 115 and all these other numbers inside the Venn diagram, because if it says they drank root beer, well, that also includes the people that have drank orange and root beer, okay? So let's determine, okay, forgot about this part. Determine the sum of all the numbers inside the circles. If the sum is not equal to 185, determine what needs to be placed outside. So if you add them all up, they actually come to 180, which isn't 185, which means that there's 5 kids that need to be accounted for, part of the universal set. Okay, they're grade 12 students, but one of those options isn't their favorite. So how many students drank Coke only? Well, if you look on the Venn diagram, that's going to be 45. And how many did not like any of them? There's 5. And drank Coke or root beer. Coke or root beer. All right, so Coke or root beer, we've got that one, that one, that one, that one, that one, and that one. And if you add all those up, you're going to get yourself 155 drank Coke or root beer. Note, it doesn't say Coke and root beer. That would be a much different scenario. All right, here's another Venn diagram. So again, I pause the video, work your way through these, the information here, and put it into the Venn diagram. All right, so let's start with some generalizations. There's 14 that take French. Now that's 14 in total. It doesn't say like only French or French and music or French and geography. There's just 14 kids that take French, meaning that everything inside this circle is going to add up to 14. We haven't figured out how to split it up yet, but we will. All right, 18 students take music. Again, that's everything inside this circle. So we can't split it up yet, but we do have a total for it, which is going to help us in a second. And the last one, 10 take geography. Same argument. All right, so we haven't really got any farther, but we've at least accounted for those 3. 2 students take all 3 subjects. So that's got to go in the middle. And we know that it's going to be 2 because that's what it has to be. All 3 subjects is the only spot for them. So we've dealt with that one. Now 7 students take French and music. French and music. Now be careful here. It's tempting to put 7 there. Okay? But don't forget about these kids also fit into the category that they take French and music. It doesn't say only French and music. So we're going to do 7 minus 2 gives us 5 in this category. And I'll just clean it up, make it a little nicer. That's 5. All right. 3 students take French and geography. Again, that includes the 2 that are in the middle. So 3 minus 2 leaves us with 1. And 5 students take music and geography. Same argument. We got to go 5 minus that center 2, which leaves us with 3. Okay? Can we fill out the rest of this? Yes, we can. So we're going to go 18 minus 5 minus 2 minus 3 leaves us with 8 here. And same argument, 10 minus 3 minus 2 minus 1 leaves us with 4 here. And 14 minus 5, 2, and 1 leave us with 6. So how many students are in the class? If you add up all the numbers, you're going to get 29 students.